existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So NC State's offense takes the field. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The play action fake. Fakes to grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Here we go. And the Blue Devils will try to punch it in on first and goal. White 53. White 53. To the air. It's Mahan. Pressure coming. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off.
Easy work. Oh, yeah. Good shit.
Finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
This one nigga Pop from the barbershop.
Back in the offense, headed to the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The throw to the outside is complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was smelling that end zone, but they get it.
Like this nigga holding the football like a loaf of bread.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake.
This is how we roll.
Crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Got it in the middle, it's down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Trying to breaks into the open. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Well, that time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism.
Touchdown, NC State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The give to the fullback. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Grab near the marker. It's Dorsey. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to...
He lost it high and deep down the left side.
We got to snag that.
And we've already seen this movie
We
early in
got to
this
snag
football
that,
game.
big
He
dog.
already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right?
It's all good, though.
He's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big...
Oh, this nigga airmailed the touchdown.
You're going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. A methodical
Who that?
they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you
Oh,
what,
yeah.
position that's evolved so much, right? And you
So, hey, did y'all cut him, or y'all gonna be able to trade him and get something from him?
You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red
Oh,
zone
yeah,
area.
going to
This is
trade.
the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack.
He ain't played in a long ass time.
And they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Complete downfield.
There's no way that dude should be getting off press coverage off of you, big dog.
Another 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Still looking on the move.
It's a great sack.
Quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man down the middle. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Now to see if they can answer this early.
Man, you know, I want free agency. Isaiah Likely. We need a tight end, son. Not a boy gonna probably miss a lot of next season, huh?
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Open field on the right. Touchdown, Wolfpack. A great catch and run for 6.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game.
Hold on, let me look. That shit gonna be tore up. I already know. Yeah, I'm out there Brooklyn.
Those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas.
I heard Jordan Addison on the block, though.
Liberty is trailing
Talking
right
about a
now.
young wide receiver nigga could use.
Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Sam Houston. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They'll run play action. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. And he earns a touchdown, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick release by the QB. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive numbers.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
He wants to throw it again. And he's all
Oh, he got to scoop that.
Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Finds his big tight end.
Good stop.
Down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Past the 40. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be sunned down back at the 43. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Trying play action. And the pressure gets through it again.
Huh?
Another sack.
It's always
No, I'm good now.
offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan when you have your starting quarterback. Now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much caution. You don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
And you wanted him to do that?
They'll go
He
to
wants
the
to go,
ground.
but I was like,
He did
anybody would have
not
one.
make it a stone wall on
I let
3rd
you
down.
know.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The short hands, it's Allen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Back to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
It's fucking people called holding on the running back, man. Kind of shit we on out here.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side.
That's our ball.
Off, and they
I had a
ruin an
pick.
early drive with the turnover.
It was offsides.
Capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they...
Oh.
In a first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The run from the shotgun.
Come on, bro.
First down and once more. Stopped at the 20.
Why are y'all so invested in me not blowing out Duke?
To the air.
Should say first and goal.
Snagged out of the air. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard.
They ain't fucking up. It's still on first and goal.
Headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw again. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. They've got it.
What the fuck ever, dude. They don't want to see me win.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Wants to fire on second down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. The sure hands, it's Moore. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Here comes the field goal unit.
Kick of trash. And made that hoe.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Northern Illinois is getting cooked right now. I mean, it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 21 to Buffalo. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Say what?
Chance to work on that. Hurry up.
You talking to me or Jalen? What'd you say? Oh, yeah.
It's here in the final minute of the first half. Going to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Damn.
The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
PI.
Deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Y'all on 2K? My niggas was on the college still.
Will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Pass rush coming after the
Boy, got 9 sacks at the half.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down.
Niggas is cutting up.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense is
Niggas got 12 sacks in one game.
You knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Who the fuck got hurt?
Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. He leaves it with the back. And a good solid pickup there.
3 interceptions.
Knocks him down.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons.
Who?
Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing
You are?
in the last 2 drives, but also
From what?
You're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback to take a breath and exhale.
They'll leave it with him.
No, that's garbage.
Defense is about
That is garbage.
the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about it now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
Fucking guard.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Oh my God, bro.
I love the attitude on defense. There's nobody moping around feeling sorry for themselves. The offense has the ball deep in your own end. Step up and make a play. 2nd down, 3rd down, they generate sacks. Nice job.
He splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Uh-oh.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
They'll run play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Can y'all block on these punt returns, please? Because I be feeling like I had a chance to take one of these bitches to the crib.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The give on the option. At the 35, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, what a cut! They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over Auburn. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the tight end.
Oh, what was the flag for?
There's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
What's the flag? Illegal touching. They going out of bounds. We're going to take that.
The decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Jamrock, we got to get you out the game, big dog.
Here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Get the ball.
How in the world did the offense avoid that?
These fucking dudes, man.
The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return.
What's wrong?
32-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll start this drive going to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. Try to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright, and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Well, this is a disappointing drive. The offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So first down will open up the final period. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to... 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure that...
Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attacked the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Third down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field, that plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
He's got an open man. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a play.
Touchdown, NC State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got him downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Blue Devils will line it up on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Blue Devils come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
There he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was...
That's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.